It's a weird vlog. This is gonna be one of my weirdest vlogs. No intro, no nothing. I'm gonna put Gavin's motor together here. He got all these new parts nice and clean. I'm not charging Gavin for anything. Gavin has done so much for the movement behind the scenes. It's unbelievable. He's helped me with my YouTube channel. He's helped me get into Facebook. He's helped me get into Instagram. He bought a Mac computer for the garage so I can ship out of here. So I owe him this loyalty. He's my brother forever. So I'm not charging him one penny. I'm gonna build his motor. He's gonna bring his car here when it's the right time, once the motor's all complete and it's on the stand and trans and clutch is on, and we're gonna put a swap into his EM1. He's got an original SI EM1 with Type R suspension. You guys are gonna love it. But I got a lot to talk to you guys about. Just feeling a little weird in the head, so I'm just gonna put the camera and just start working. Start gunning. We're here, gunners. Just gonna kick it and vibe, man. Just work and talk. This is Gavin's motor. It's a full TSX. Someone had done already the oil pump and everything on it, so I don't have to do that. I'm just prepping this motor. I'm cleaning up a few things. This is ugly here with all the extra silicone, and it looks like there's gonna be some coolant in there too. Let's see if we could just knock that off. Man, that silicone is really in there. So, probably gonna have to pry here a little bit, nice and easy. Break off that silicone. I'm not really trying to damage. Wow, they put a lot of silicone on that. You don't need that much, you know. Try to be as mobile as I can here. Again, and just work through it. Yep. There goes the coolant. It ain't much. Wow. They globbed it with silicone. It's not good. Alright, I gotta do some cleaning now, I guess, and then get back to you. But I'm gonna take this guy off, clean up this whole surface here. It's a little dark right now, I don't know why, but clean that up, clean this up, and I'll be back with you. Pretty much cleaned up this guy here all the way around. Somebody really didn't love this project, I guess. They could have taken their time. No shade, but could have taken your time, man, and done something real clean. But it's like that when you buy stuff secondhand. You always got to put your own touch to it. Pause. But basically, before I started, also, I'm gonna definitely hit this with the sandpaper, the red scuff. Basically, before I even started working on this motor, I took it outside and washed it. It was in real bad, it was in pretty bad, the condition was pretty bad, I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you guys about that one, but, you know, a little simple green that you guys sent goes a long way. I appreciate all of you. Just cut a nice little piece off here. You always should have this in the garage, man. We always talk about these scuff pads. They're great. Still waiting for the Supreme Emilio Pucci drop. Those bots killed it. That's it. So basically just scuff this up here to get rid of that excess old silicone. I'll get some brake cleaner. You know what works great? Absolutely. Let me show you guys this trick. I think I've shown it to you before. I don't remember. But man, I don't know what's up with the lighting. It's pretty bad today, huh? It's not that bad. Alright. So I spray a little bit here. And it takes the silicone off easier. Not gonna say right off, but this surface is gonna be nice and clean for us to apply our Honda bond. That trick right there works every time. See? And you're lifting any grease also too. So This is a dry part of the rag. Touch that. A little bit more silicone there. Let's see if we can get rid of that with the razor. Yep. And the brake cleaner actually broke down the silicone and just made it a little bit softer. But it's working. Just go all the way around with the razor. Because trust me, you don't want to deal with this leaking issue once it's in the car. So you might as well just do it now where everything is more accessible. Sorry about the fan in the back too. It's pretty hot today. It's been hot all week. It's been a rough week. It's been a real rough week, man. Well, it started off as a good week. I got the tune, the RXK, made a lot of power. Good to go. Alright, I trust that. Spray a little bit of brake cleaner there. That's it. I trust that. Shout out to my boy Stefan, man. He always, I still have these plates. They work great. And that's what I used. That's what I used to cover it so no water got inside. No water got inside. You don't want to put water in there. I might have to change this angle because this lighting is not doing us justice. Got this guy. But yeah, my boy Stefan, man, he hooked us up with the ones for the B series motor, for the Ks, and I keep these around. I'll never get rid of these. You could always use them when you're moving stuff around. Clean that surface so our gasket can fit nice and clean. Simple setup. It's going to be a K24 TSX. K24 TSX Type S oil pump. We can rev it past 8,500. Should make somewhere in the 240s hopefully. And it's going to be a fun car. He's going to have a great time. And that's the goal with this motor. Just cleaning up the cylinder head and get some old silicone that they put on here off. Just make this nice and clean. I have a spare gasket for Gavin because he forgot to bring his, but no worries. Putting a nice little RBC on here. Something simple he got from Jeff, I believe. Big shout out to Jeff. Big shout out to all the gunners helping each other, man. It means a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot that the other guys see that too, you know? So gasket on. He's got some nice studs, some TSM intake manifold studs, the titanium ones. I'm not going to use them here. I want to keep those OEM, so I'll use them across the other ones. And obviously you guys have seen me install these pretty things a bunch of times, but just thread them in. But yeah, again, huge shout out to all the gunners that help each other. It's really, it's beautiful to see. You know, it's beautiful. Let's find a home for this guy. Nice. So we won't use all these studs. And just hand tight, just like that. You don't have to be a hero. You don't need to torque these in. You don't need to hammer down on them with a ratchet or anything. Just gonna simply add your studs until your hand says okay. That's it. Pause. If that was a pause, somebody catch that. Somebody catch that in the comments before I said it. Trappy's not here today. He had to go do something with his family, so I figured, hey, we're pretty much done with the RXK. We gotta wait to bring it to get painted. We might as well start working on Gavin's motor and just progress. I swear to God, I got here today, I did a live, I looked around and I said, what can I do today to progress? And this is great. I'm helping out a friend. I'm helping out a gunner. A guy that's loyal, man. He supports me. He helps all the time. Anytime I have a question, anything technical. He buys a lot of clothing off my website, and it means a lot when somebody supports me that way because they're willing to wear it in public. They're willing to represent the movement. They're willing to represent me. And I value things like that. So, like for instance, tomorrow we're making a drop and I'm giving away $600. I spread it out. So 3 $100 bills and 15 $20 bills. So $600 goes to Gunners for tomorrow's drop, because I promised them the 300 from the 1300 horsepower live. I say, you know what, man? They've been supporting me on every drop. Everything's almost been selling out. Let me add some more money. They're great people, and I just want to keep showing that I appreciate them. I never want to take advantage of my followers. I don't think anyone else in the world does what I do for my followers. I don't think anyone in the world loves their followers as much as me. I'm talking about musicians, actors, other racers. No way, bro. I love these people, man. I love these people. YouTube doesn't pay a lot, and I'm still here trying to just educate and influence, but that's neither here or there, man. Alright, so our gasket's pretty much on. We're good here. Don't have to cut it. We get our manifold. It's inside that box. And I'll put this on after the manifold so I can just see where to lay the nice silicone. I gotta prep this manifold. So the first thing I told Gavin was, trust me, you don't want a street car without an IAC. So there's a MPC block off one here, and we're gonna take that off. He bought an IAC. Somebody rigged up some BS, didn't even need to put this on because they already blocked it with the 1/8 MPTs. I don't know why somebody did that, but we're getting to it. We are getting to it. This guy is going to be a little tricky. Okay. So, because there's some silicone in there. So I like to just go like this. Maybe just bang that on. Break through the silicone and rip this guy out. I don't care. Oh. Yep. That silicone is definitely heavy in there. Let's try another socket. No. Might have to go sneak into trapeze. Might have to go sneak into trapeze box. Pause. Yeah, I gotta sneak into trapeze box and find his socket set. Be right back. Trapeze saved the day without even being here. I didn't even have the right socket. That's out. We're not using that. It's out. We're not using that. So, it's a little excess silicone here. Maybe that'll give you guys a better angle. Just get rid of that excess silicone. Perfect. Good. Check this part number out, guys. OEM idle air control valve, IACs. Definitely a good thing to use for street cars. Trust me. Trust me. That's why if you ever wonder, it's like, man, Aki, you guys are using like these big manifolds with big throttle bodies. Why do you even care about the IAC? Trust me, man. You don't want to deal with no IAC issue. It's very simple. He doesn't have a gasket. This throttle body doesn't have a gasket, and we need to have that sealed up. So I'll probably put a nice little thin layer of Honda Bond, get these 2 bolts in, and we'll be done. Nice little thin layer of Honda Bond. Maybe just something like that. Man, this autofocus is so good on this camera. Again, Gavin suggested this camera. Helped out. And now we're just putting this on because there isn't a groove on this specific throttle body for a gasket. Nice and simple. Clean my hands. I got lucky and found 2 bolts. We'll clean off any excess afterwards. Just lay that there. Take our first bolt, put it here. Once we get that threaded, perfect. Grab our other bolt. It's a little short, but it works. Pause. I'd like it to be a little bit longer than this, but IAC screws, definitely need to get a bulk of that, but again, it's gonna work. Nice. It's gonna look good too. So we have our idle air control valve on, and again, this silicone's gonna dry up nice. That's tight. It's not globbed on either. You see that? I don't really have any more. I don't really have any excess coming out of the sides. Pause. That's finished. It's beautiful. Clean. Nice. Mint. Okay. Let's get ready to put it on this motor. That was easy. Take one of these guys. Can't use that one yet because we are going to use that off the adapter. So I'll hold it here. And Gavin did a great job with getting the bolts too. He's got a whole bunch of fresh, clean bolts. China. But it works. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, China. We have no problem with you. Keep sending in the cheap stuff. Because made in America always... Made in America sounds expensive, right? Just like when I say it, it sounds expensive. But I'm not here to talk politics. Definitely not here to talk politics. Alright, so I won't bore you with the details here. I'm just going to tighten up this manifold and we're going to get it underway. I prepped this guy. It's not much. Put some in the middle. Maybe a full squeeze, pause. But that's it right there. We put this down here. Get ready to get this guy on. So this is the hex key for it on the bottom. I'm just going to set up the bottom first. And then from there I'll move on to that spring. Now remember, yeah! Well, someone's here. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's FedEx. Big shout out to my boy Slayer. Sent me the radio and everything I needed for the RXK. He found some stuff at a junkyard in Kansas. So dope. I love and appreciate it. Now, where is my key for this? That's not it. Where is my hex key? Is this you? No, it's not. What are you doing here, bud? What are you doing? You out here looking crazy. There it is. Okay. So I got my bottom one on. Now I want to get this guy threaded in somewhat. Until this brace touches here. And once that happens, I don't want to put too much tension towards there. See if I get you guys a better angle here. Bear with me. We'll help you out. Looks real good. So here. So once I start to see this buck a little bit, I'm not going to use the washer on this one. I want this to not have a variable of getting loose. So I'll start to thread this guy. It's pretty tight. We'll take our hex key. We'll add some tension here. Yep. Okay. Let's push it out. Where's the other hex? Gotta tighten up the bottom one. Which is good. Now this guy, I put in too much. Lesson learned, bud. Lesson learned. Okay, so now I'll add the tension right before it starts to come. Alright, right there. That's good. So we'll double check that top one. Yep, that's good. Look how much cleaner it is. There's no excess. Let me back this out for you a little bit. Let's grab this. It's nice and clean. And I'll wait for it to dry, and if there's any, like, I can get rid of that line with a razor, but that looks much better than what it was, right? I'll get that hose on there, tighten up that clamp, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Well guys, time to get these South Bays on. Been using these two combos forever on this channel, right? 1000cc stock motor, works great. If Gavin decides to put it on corn, it'll make more than 235, 240, just based off the corn. Completely stock motor. And we always use 1000cc's. Huge shout out to South Bay. Not sponsored by them or anything, but they should really consider sponsoring me. Seriously. I know a closed mouth don't get fed, so maybe next year I'll approach them with a proposal. But I think I do a lot for that company. I've been spreading knowledge about their injectors for a couple of years now, and I think I did a decent job. I really do. Too much lube, so we'll use that for about 2 injectors. Pause. So I just like to put them here. I don't know if in the beginning of the vlog I said I'm not teaching and I got into teaching, so I apologize if I contradicted myself, because I could have sworn I'm just gonna kick it with you, man, and we're just gonna work, and then I ended up doing a DIY. But who cares? More information for some good people out there, or more information for possible new subscribers. That's ultimately what we want to do, is help everyone, is help every single person that wants to be helped. There's a lot of people out there that don't want to be helped. They always want to learn the hard way. They don't want to take someone's advice because their ego and their pride is in the way. And it's alright. Those are the people gunners stay away from. Trust me, gunners stay away from negative people. And we do a great job at it, man. And we are a strong, strong movement on social media. I'll tell you that much. So, again, don't ever try to do this without assembly lube or a little bit of lubricant, pause, or oil. Because trust me, it goes in easier with lube. That's what she said. That's what she said. Okay? I'm just making sure I press record. That's happened to a lot of YouTubers. Happened to us the other day at Jimmy's place. Did a whole 2-minute segment, forgot to press record. So nice. And that's these are gonna seal up really, really nice in here. Nice and even. Beautiful. Where's your hex keys from K24? Yeah. Everything's going good. Everything's going smooth so far. This is definitely going to need a spacer. This is definitely going to need a spacer. I won't kill you with that trying to find it right now. I'll leave it like this, and I'll come back to it. This is definitely going to need a little bit of spacing under here. I keep forgetting that with the K-tuned one, you need to do that. So again, I will not bore you because that's going to take a while. So what I'll do is I'll put this guy to hand tight. I'll add an extension. And then from there I'll know my spacing. Not bad. Nice. Not too bad. Alright, doesn't need much spacing, maybe a little bit, but that's fine. So our rail is on now, on Gavin's motor. It's got some fittings over there, but I don't want to put those quite yet. Yeah, you know what? Let me put them now so I can ditch this box. Let me get rid of this. So I can get rid of this box. So you got your cap here. I don't have the car yet. I know that it has a fuel system on it. That's what he said. Car was previously K series, so I don't quite know if it's a 6, the line coming out, or an 8 pause. So I'll just leave this like this for now, and then if anything has to get moved around when the car gets here, it'll get moved around. But not bad. Moving along. I'm having fun. I miss you, Trap. I miss you, bro. Gonna prep the flywheel side. Take this out. Look at this old guy in here. Look at that. No good. That was gonna cause an issue trying to put the transmission in. So, sometimes I don't even really run the pilot bearing on K's. I'll be honest with you. I'll leave them blank. Holds up fine. Sometimes I don't. It depends. It depends. I'm gonna start getting the clutch kit ready for this guy. And of course, the greatest clutch in the world, Action Clutch. The greatest. I love this company so much. Thank you for everything you do for my followers, for me, for my channel, for my family. You guys are amazing, man. And your product is A1. It's never let gunners down. If you need help with this, no sales pitch, I get a great discount. And trust me, every gunner that's ever bought a clutch from me, I've blessed, and they see it right off the price. It's so hard to communicate with all of you. The best possible way, I would say, is DM me on Instagram, and in capital letters, the first thing you write is clutch. I always answer those so I can hurry up and get these orders out and help you progress, and I'll give you that blessed price because you guys are loyal. But Gavin bought this, sheesh, damn near last year. Damn near last year, man. The reason I'm cutting it this way is I'm not going through all the taping stuff. So I'll just rip it open like a kid in Christmas. And that's it. This box got wet from the rain here. So we've got an Iron Man sprung kit here, because Gavin is gonna obviously make more power later on. Best clutch in the world right here, man. Oh my God. We just tuned the RXK on this. Kobe had this. Project Driver has this. The Iron Man is awesome for anyone that's building something simple like this and then eventually wants to upgrade. This guy's gonna hold up to about 550, 600 horsepower. And for the price, it's unbelievable. If you are trying to make more than that, you have to go to the twin. So, again, Gavin bought literally everything brand new. Everything I told him to buy, he bought brand new. So I'm gonna gather up all my tooling that I need for this and begin to install the clutch kit on Gavin's motor. A little bit better lighting here. So I just put 2 to hold it up real quick, as usual. So, got my 1912 point, and obviously the most trusted red thread lock. So again, I've shown this so many times. Sorry if it's repetitive. And I just put it right there at the tip of the bolt, and I begin to thread in by hand. That's basically how we set this guy up here. So once I have, the other 2, once I have 2 more into it, it's not much, guys. It's just that much right there. Don't glob it on, you'll make your life crazy later. I learned from the last time slipping with that 12 point. I went and bought a brand new one, fresh teeth on it. Remember, I almost died? Man, I wish I was good at editing. I would bring that clip back, but I'll get there one day. I will get there one day. I don't want to skip a bolt. That's why I'm taking off the original two, not to forget to put thread lock. Man, it's hot in here. I want to open that door, but it's probably going to mess up the lighting. It'll get dark or something. I don't know. I'll try it next clip, opening the door. When I open the door, there's a whole bunch of weirdos that just want to walk in here. Alright. I'll get these other guys on, get the torque wrench out, and we'll go from there. 90 pounds. Will it hold? Oh, man. I tried putting that 19 on there. It's not holding. I'm going to have to add like an extension to it. Let's see what I can do. What can I do to hold this against the floor? Change the position on it, maybe. No, it's gonna slip up. I don't want to stick nothing in here, even though I could. I really don't like doing this, but it is what it is. Love this torque wrench. Thank you so much, Elite. 90 pounds. Okay, everything gets 90 pounds, give or take. Now let's get this disc and pressure plate on. Clean this surface. Brake cleaner and wipe it. It comes with a lubricant so it doesn't rust during storage and shipping. So I got a 17 mil here. My pilot bearing, I am going to install it. Don't want to risk it. It's not my car. So we'll just put that in there, nice and even. It's going to hit a nice little wall. And we'll know we're set. Go ahead, do your thing. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfectamundo. Alright. Alignment tool. Hands aren't greasy. We don't want to get any grease on here. Put this guy up. That's nice. That's a really nice clutch, man. Let me get this other thing out of the wrapper. Dowels lined up. Get our pressure plate bolts. Where are you? Pressure plate bolts. Hello. How you doing? ARPs. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I really like the OEM ones, I won't lie to you. But these are like just a little bit more accessible anywhere you go. So, still gonna work great. I got them on either the PD, or I forget. I've used these plenty of times. and they work fine. Don't you hate this packaging? It's such a nuisance. Let's get all this stuff out. Hope I'm not boring you guys, I'm sorry. I just want to help. Sometimes it can be a little bit repetitive, but people appreciate it. They get to learn again. If you're having a good time right now, show me some love. I'm only here trying to help. Put a positive comment or put the thumbs up. I'll wait for you guys. I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope I got a thumbs up. Alright, I'll get the rest of these guys onto here. I gotta change out this battery. It's already dying, and we'll get back to filming. It's perfect timing to swap out the battery. I did forget to put thread lock, so I had to just take everything back off and add some blue thread lock. Again, the same way we did the Flywheel ones at the tip of the bolt. Pause. Wow, this was at 100 pounds. We torqued the wheels for the RXK. Pressure plate, I'm going to go to 28 pounds. And hopefully, 28 pounds might move. So we'll do that same trick here. So 28 pounds. Snug them up with the gun a little bit, but they definitely need the torque. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sorry if I'm in your way. What I like about these ARPs is they're just regular 10 mils, 6 points. You don't have to go crazy trying to find a 12-point 10 mil like the OEM one. That's what I really like about this bolt. Man, this clutch looks so nice. I got the bottom one, I didn't forget. It's the nuisance, so I leave it for last. Measure twice, cut once. Done. Clutch kit is installed. Leave the alignment tool in there. And let's see what else we could do and move on with. Thank you so much, Elite. Went a little bit overboard, but thank you so much, Elite. I love you. Alright, so Gavin has a pretty cool valve cover. So I'm just going to swap that over. Get these guys out of the way. Got fresh gaskets, everything. Just keep prepping this. Make life easier. Before the car gets here, all the prep work is done. We got fresh bolts, fresh grommets, so on and so forth. Coils out. Easier. K-series coils, best in the world. How are we looking over here, brothers? How are we looking? How's that? A little better? Our 19 still dragging? Oh, this guy, he means too much to the cause. He means too much to the cause. If you know, you know. Yeah, this motor's gonna need a couple of oil changes, guys. It's fine. Get rid of this. Got fresh gaskets. Again, when you see this kind of this color here, it just means that it wasn't loved, you know? The oil hasn't been changed too much, so I'm gonna definitely tell Gavin for maybe 2 oil changes, change it at like 400 or 500 miles. It'll really help it. I'll never tell you guys to add an additive for cleaning. Don't ever do that. So, nice valve cover, spoon style, powder coated yellow. It's got the spark plug grommets in there already. So I'll just prep this guy here. But yeah, guys, don't ever add an additive to clean inside the motor. Don't do that. It'll hurt bearings, it'll hurt gaskets. You know, they try to sell you with these gimmicks. Clean the inside of your motor. Now, don't believe the hype. Do not believe the hype, guys. I'll tell you one thing, it's nothing like OEM. It's nothing like OEM, baby. Look how that fits. Nice and clean. Nice and sturdy. This was cleaned out also, so I'm all safe on that. I'm all safe on that one. But this yellow's gonna look real nice, especially in this car. It's a black EM1. It's really nice. Okay, our gasket, we're just gonna push that down until, you know, it's obviously flat. We don't feel any gaps. Very easy. See how my body's moving with this too? Like, what is that even doing, Aki? That's not doing nothing, but just move with it like this. You never know. Might help. Okay. Jude Eddie. Alright, Eddie. Push that down. Perfect. Perfect. Where are you? There you are. Grommets. If you need the oil pan, the valve cover gasket part number, that's it right there. Grommet part number, that's it right there. And again, Gavin did the right thing and brought some fresh 10s. So it's basically just doing that. Just putting this valve cover on. What's your guys' plans for the summer? Comment below. Anybody going anywhere? Any dope vacations? I get my kids every few weeks in Christmas. I'm sorry. I'm just excited to talk. I get my kids a few weeks in the summer, so I'm really thinking about renting an RV, and I always been talking about this RV thing, but I want to go with my kids maybe to like Montana, somewhere on that side, and just camp with them, you know, and just enjoy their youth, because pretty soon they're not going to want to hang out with their old man, you know. Look at me, I don't want to hang out with my dad. So I feel them. So I might as well enjoy that now, right? Hopefully, I told Trap, hopefully he can bring his family and we can go together and go like on this RV trip. Just our families, you know, no cars, no nothing. You know, we'll update you guys on Instagram, or we'll probably vlog a few things, but me and him just work so hard. I think our families deserve that, you know? Our children definitely deserve the world. But what's your guys' plans for the summer? Anybody doing anything cool? Anybody going anywhere special? Hell, I'd like to know about it. I'm gonna put this on hand tight. press by hand. Sorry about that, guys. Just something about clean bolts, man. It does it. And I should have definitely washed my hands after taking off the old valve cover. I didn't really do anything to it, but I definitely feel like the dirt on my hand. I just like to work clean, you know? Even though the shop's a mess right now, it's usually 10 times cleaner than this. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys also, we're gonna overhaul the garage after the RXK giveaway. And there's a bunch of gunners that wanna come help. So, public service announcement. We're gonna need a floor sander. We're gonna need a couple of extra hands. We want to paint and epoxy the floor. We want to paint the walls white so it could be much brighter in here for future vlogs. And if you guys have any home improvement tools, so we don't have to go buy them and then basically never use them again, comment below what you're good at. We're gonna need a plumber because we are tired of just pouring water into the toilet. We'd like to run a line. Maybe somebody can tee the line and we can send a water line to the toilet so we could stop with the bucket stuff. So if you're a plumber, electrician, carpenter, we want to build some shelves in the back, we'd appreciate you, man. It'll mean a lot to the movement. It'll mean a lot to all of us here that are involved. So I'm gonna put these coils back on. Not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby. I mean, again, we did a lot, but it's not a lot. I mean, I just have to put the trans on. That's ready. There's a few miscellaneous parts that I have to put on for them. You know, the thermostat stuff, map sensor, TPS, so on and so forth. But I'll take care of that. I just wanted to enjoy this vlog and just chop it up and kick it with you guys, man. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. But it's looking good. Let me get my, oh, look at that mess I gotta clean up. All the new parts. Nah, I gotta take a better thumbnail pic than that. Not bad though. We're getting our boy Gavin underway. I'm excited for his car to get here so we could really help him. Slayer, thank you so much, brother. I love you, man. I love you so much. Thank you. Went to the junkyard, found me everything that I needed for the RXK. Remember, I needed the radio and so on and so forth, and he hooked me up. Thank you so much, brother. Love and loyalty. But yeah, we're just a little bit closer on Gavin's build. I'm out, gunners. Again, I want to hurry up and edit this so I can get it out to you, so maybe you guys can just enjoy dinner tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. I don't post on Fridays. My videos don't do well. I put out a lot of knowledge. I put out a lot of information out there, and sometimes it goes unnoticed. I'm a few videos away, man, from hitting a big subscriber count, a big jump. I just got to keep working on it. I got to stay consistent. I haven't ate today, man. I just been working since I got up. I swear on everything I love, I haven't even eaten today. And I need to take care of myself a little bit better too. I need to cut those cigarettes, drink more water, eat cleaner, and something I know is gonna kick me in the butt and tell me to do that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please show some support. Leave a nice comment, leave a positive comment, like the video, share the channel. We're almost at 48,000 subscribers. We're growing every day. So thank you guys for being here, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep gunning.